So carrying on from part one of writing the MySQL Scrapy Spider to scrape news sites. This is part two, and as you can see, I've kind of started work on, yeah, if you look there, News Spider 2. And what I'll do is I'll do a quick introduction and a recap, and then we'll carry on with some code. So the first news site was The Guardian. The second one we're scraping is called theexpress.co.uk. And that looks a bit like this. And as with many of the news sites, you've got photos or you've got images, and also you've got video. If I do inspect on that, you'll see you've got inspect plus lazy loaded. Yeah, there we go. Class video post. See that there? Class equals video post. Some of them are video posts, and some of them are kind of just. I think they're just images. That looks like an image. Try that one. That's cool. Yeah, image class equals lazy loaded source. Yeah, so the best way to identify what we're after really is we want to identify the href so that we can go and visit the links potentially. But problem is there's lots of links here at the top that we don't want to collect. So at the moment, I'm thinking we'll use lists. So what I've done is use Spider 2 and start request. I've explicitly typed that in. I'll just zoom in on that for you. There we go. So line 26, links equals responsible XPath. We're getting all of the hrefs, but because really we don't know how to filter them out any other way because of, say, some are video posts, some are images, and it's a bit of a mishmash of, yeah. It's not like an e-commerce site or where you've got all the cards on an estate agent real estate site. So this is a bit different. And what I thought I'd do was I'll show you Scrapy Shell. What I've done in Scrapy Shell is I've kind of used slicing to just get 10 links from 30 to 40. The first 30 were kind of, I'll show you again, the first 30 links were kind of stuff like this, you know, crossword, Brexit latest, free newspaper delivery, trending, horoscopes. We don't want that. We want the news stories. So they start from around about the 30th link onwards. So that's why I've done 30 to 40. Again, that's something we can fine tune. So it's more the concept is what we need to understand here. Slice from 30th href down to the 40th so we can just get our, hopefully, our 10 important news stories if you believe that is important. I'm not going to get all controversial on your ass here, but whether Meghan Markle's wearing beige shoes or black shoes, I don't really give a. Right. Okay, there's a bit of a mistake here, and I just want to point it out. When I ran this just now, when I was testing, I got, and I'll show you, I'll still get it because I haven't fixed it yet. I'm about to. I want to show you how I fix it because it's not entirely obvious. So I'm going to run the spider, the new spider 2, and you can see there I've got some URLs. Some of them are duplicate. Now we'll deal with that in a bit. That's not the main concern right now. The main concern right now is enabled pipelines have square brackets. Now, if you haven't got your pipelines working, that is what you will see. Now, I know that my pipelines.py file works because it works with my first spider. So that means hopefully that pipelines.py is good and spider 1 is good. So what's the new thing? Spider 2. So spider 2, we go back, and what I need to do is just start from the top, and First thing is I'm going to check my import packages, and if I look at new spider, it goes. Before I've got my import sys, I've got 4 imports there. Look, crawler process, import, west, import item loader, line 8. And for whatever reason, I've forgotten to put it in. So let's copy that from here. And I keep all my Scrapy imports together, so that's why I'm inserting it on line 8. So that was missing. So this is something to bear in mind if you are using pipelines or you think you're using pipelines and then you try and run your spider and then nothing's going to the database. So let's do this again. And we've still got empty pipelines. Did I save that? Yes, I did. Oh, I haven't created an instance of my. I've been doing a bit of editing and trying to clean some of my code up, but I've taken out too much. So what you need really is you need to, as we did in the Spider one, you need to say items equals news item. What we're doing is we're creating an instance of our item of a class, news item, so we can use it. And also here we need to yield. So we need to yield, much like we did here, we need to yield items right at the very end. Just to get this running, what I'm going to do is say yield. Say that, can't I? Think. Let's run it. Oh, that's broken it. It was with yield items, and I was actually, well, you get better debugging by default if you use Scrapy crawl and then the name of the spider. And as you can see here, I've now noticed that there's an issue with what I'm sending to the database, and you can read that there. Column type, so MySQL connector errors, integrity error, 23,000. Column title cannot be null. So, and you can see it again there, and it's happened each time for each URL. And what I need to do is, yeah, let's try that. And I've got a feeling I might have to do it again for some of the other fields as well. Run that. Run it again. Hopefully that'll fix that field. And if we get it again, it'll probably be for a different one, which will be correct date time value. Incorrect date time value. Well, let's remind ourselves how we're handling that. So timestamp. So that's the way that the database handles it, but we're more interested in posted, which, see, they ran the wrong way. So we're putting no, it's not. Yes, it is, sorry. So you see here we've got URL is kind of the 5th one, so that'll be getting inserted here. And then we've got posted. So what's happening really is we're trying to put 62 and 63, it goes URL posted, and then 72, 73, it goes posted in URL. So really, we need to switch these around. Otherwise, we are putting a URL into a time column, which is not good. If you ask someone what a time is and then they say www.google.com, then or if somebody said, where do I find information on the internet, and then they said 1533, you would think they were mad. And that's what the computer thinks of us. Run it again. That's looking better, although we've got a lot of nuns. But this is the important thing. So this is a minor success. We've now got something in the item pipelines square brackets, and kind of that's half the battle. Now, where have we got none? Let's check the database and see what we've actually managed to put into the database. And we've got something. That's good. And as you can see, we've got author and story and title, because that's what I was putting in quotes, because we're not actually collecting those variables yet. All I was wanting to do with this video is get a second spider up and working, and run a second spider and send a second spider through the same pipeline and items.py file as the first spider. And we have a boy racer going by, and I've just stuck my middle finger to him. Why drive a car that's worth $50 with an exhaust pipe that costs $60? Get a better car, or just get a bicycle. You're probably waiting for me to play a tune on this, aren't you? No chance. Right, we've got a working spider, kind of. So what have we learned from this? This is what we've learned is get your variables in the same order. When you're running your query, you quit your columns need to match what you're actually passing across from your items.py. So I had the URL unposted the wrong way around, and obviously URL is text, unposted is time. So that was one thing. And the other thing that I had wrong, I'd forgotten to include from Scrapy.loader import item loader. Now obviously that's important because I'm using items.py and my spider is written with that in mind. So yeah, import item loader, and in pipelines make sure you get your fields the right way around. So title, publication, author, story, or posted, and then match in there. If you get them around the wrong way, then it won't work, and enabled pipelines will just give you a pair of empty square brackets and you'll be left scratching your head. So what helps when debugging that actually is to run it as, although I'm using crawler process, so originally I was running Python 3 with the name of the file. By doing Scrapy crawl new spider, by default it gives you more debugging information. So and also if you have written it as a Python file, if you've already written it as Python file, then you can always go back and just run it as Scrapy crawl and then the spider name. So because you want to run it as a script eventually, doesn't stop you being able to run it with this original Scrapy format. I call it the Scrapy format. It's kind of it's how it would work out of the box. So I hope this has been interesting. I've just highlighted two mistakes really. One mistake is failing to import item loader, and the other mistake is getting your fields around the wrong way and your data. So must make your data match. If your data doesn't match, you get an odd result, and you'll think, why isn't pipelines.py working? And then you end up checking settings.py and then doubting yourself. So don't do that. It will be, yeah. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll be back with another video next time where I will probably just get the rest of the information for the second spider, and I might even do the third spider. But hopefully you're getting the message now that you can run 2 spiders through one items.py file and one pipelines.py file. So you can keep adding more and more spiders, and you don't have to keep adding more and more items.py's or pipelines.py's. Thank you for watching, and thank you for all your kind comments, and it's really appreciated. And yeah, if you like the videos, I'll keep making them, because it's yeah, it's in 6 months time. If I think, oh, I did that project, how did I do that? Yeah, I do save stuff on GitHub, but I've sort of got 2 shots here really, because if GitHub ever closes down, then I can go back on YouTube, and vice versa. So obviously I'm not backing up my code to YouTube. But yeah, if you're on a mobile phone and you just want to think, oh, how did I do that? Just web scraping, Dr. how to scrape multiple news sites to MySQL. Plug that in, and then who knows, 3 years from now, 10 years from now, if you're watching this in 2030, I'm probably old and retired by now, and just sort of whatever. Thank you for watching.